Hey everybody, I am so excited to be back with you. I know it's been a long time since I've done a video, and I know I kind of say that in between all of my videos. So I'm really gonna try to do a better job of being more consistent, or not even consistent, just give you more. But anyway, it's been a while because I've just been trying to get some things in order, and matter of fact, I'm super excited to be doing this video right now, but I'm gonna take my glasses off because it's giving me a major glare. And it is giving me a major glare because I got this new light. I got a ring light, and I'm so excited about it because I've always wanted one. Oops. Let's see. I've always wanted a ring light, but it just kind of wasn't really in my budget, even though they're not really expensive. I was just like, you know what? When I get enough money in my business account, I'm gonna get one because that's what's gonna help my business. It's gonna be a part of my business. So I'm super excited that I finally had enough money in my business account, and that's a big deal, you guys. Like, being an entrepreneur is a struggle. Like, it really is. Like, some days you're feeling it, other days you're not really feeling it, and some days there's money in the bank account, some days you get 0 sales, some days you get a bunch of sales, and then, you know, whatever. So it can be something else, but I'm super excited because I got my light, and I'm here doing my first video with my light. Do y'all like it? Does it look good? I love it. But so I'm just here. I don't want to take up a lot of time, but I have really been thinking about rituals. And so I'm so excited to just share. What I'm going to do is I want to define what type of rituals I'm talking about, because people hear the word ritual and they think spooky, spiritual, all this kind of stuff. But it's really not that big a deal. And so I just want to kind of talk through some things. I want to give you 7 rituals that I kind of incorporate into my life, and then I'm going to challenge you to get some rituals of your own. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So what I want to say is, and all I ever want to do is really help people on their journeys, just bring balance to your journey, healing, just really create the best version of yourself. And that's what I'm trying to do, really. And I just really get joy, and I'm really passionate about being able to walk alongside people and help them become the best versions of themselves and evolve on their Unique by Design journeys, right? So I just want to talk about rituals, and I wanted to talk about that because one thing I can really say, and I always say this, is that, you know, our lives are really busy. Like, we got to be here at this time, there at this time. We got emails constantly coming into our phones. We got our text messages constantly going off. And as my fiance likes to say, somebody always wants something, which is so true. You know, we've got our text messages going off. People are calling you. You're here, there. You got to be at work, running here, church. You know, we have all these different responsibilities, and we're pulled in so many different directions. And I know we all have heard that saying, that the only thing in life that's constant is change. So we're ever changing and evolving and all that good stuff. So when I think about a ritual, when I think about that, I think that it's really a way for me, my rituals are a way for me to just have some type of balance and have some sort of stability and consistency in my life, because that's really important to me. Like, I'm a really structured type person, so I think it's really important for me, just because life is so busy. I'm traveling all the time. I'm a flight attendant, so I'm on trips, I'm traveling, and, you know, it's just a lot going on always. So rituals for me just kind of bring a little bit of balance, a little bit of stability, you know, just wherever I can get it. So that's why I wanted to talk about that today. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. And I want to start by defining what exactly is a ritual. There's a lot of definitions attached to that, but the one that I really liked, and I just found this on dictionary.com. So when I'm talking about a ritual today, anytime you hear me say that word, I'm talking about any practice or pattern of behavior regularly performed in a set manner. So that's just it. It's just something that you do on a regular basis, and you do it, you know, in a set manner. That's it. So nothing spooky, you know, religious or anything about it. It's just a pattern that you do on a regular. So, and as I'm just, you know, on my journey and becoming self-aware and all that, and I always talk about this stuff, but it's so important to me, and it's something that I'm really passionate about. What I'm really learning is that repetition takes form. And if you think about that, repetition taking form, it's like you going to the gym. You know, you go into the gym, you're lifting weights. You know, if you do that repetitiously, then your arms, your legs, whatever part of your body you're working out is going to take on the form of whatever you're doing repeatedly, right? So that's how people get muscles, and that's how, you know, we get in shape and we get muscles in our legs and we get strong and all of that, because we're doing a repeated action. And the same thing for eating healthy and all of that. Like, you know, whatever you do on a regular basis, whatever you do repetitiously, that's what is going to take on the form. You're going to take on the form of whatever that action is, if that makes sense. So, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it's 7 rituals that I want to talk about that I do on a regular basis. And I'm really going to focus on the last 2. So I'm just going to run through them really quickly, but I really want to expound upon the last 2 that I have on my list. So the 7 rituals that I have, and I'm sure I might have more than this, but this is just the ones that came to me first. So number 1 is I like to drink lemon water every day. And it can be hot or cold, but at some point during my day, I try to do it in the morning, but like I said, I'm a flight attendant, so sometimes I'm leaving the hotel really, really early in the morning, sometimes I'm leaving really late at night, so somewhere in my day, I try to drink lemon water. If I drink it in the morning, I try to do it hot. Throughout the day, I will maybe put it in a water bottle and, you know, shake it up, mix it up real good, and drink it throughout the day or whatever. So that's number 1. I like to drink lemon water. Number 2 is I really love to burn candles. Like, I love candles and I love things that smell good. And again, let me go back to being a flight attendant on that tube where I'm trapped with a bunch of different people all day, every day. Oh, I smell all types of things. I see all types of things. And I think that might be a reason why too, that I do have kind of little rituals and things that I do every day, because I just see so much and I experience so much with, you know, encountering so many different people every day. So, and I have a really, really sensitive sense of smell. So when I get home and I'm in my own space, I want it to smell good. I like the aroma to just be pleasing to my nostrils, because sometimes people take their shoes off on the plane. Please don't ever do that. You know, sometimes it can tell people they don't have really good hygiene. So just whenever I'm in my own space, I like to burn candles that smell really good to just keep that aroma going. Number 3 is I always use a luggage rack in my hotel rooms and when I get home. And I don't have a luggage rack at home yet. I'm going to order one. But I have a little bench that every time I come home from work, I always set my bag on that bench. And that's just for me to be able to access my bag and all that kind of stuff. And I do not like putting my bag on my bed, because I'm dragging my bags through the airport. So I'm putting it up in the overhead bins. And again, everybody's not clean. You know, some places, shared space, community space, and all that. I think about all those things in terms of my bag and everything. So I don't want those germs on my bed, like where I lay my head and all that kind of stuff. So I do have a bench that I like to lay my bag on, my luggage bag on when I get home. And then I always use the luggage rack in my hotel rooms. So as soon as I get in my room and check everything out, I get the luggage rack out of the closet, lay it out, and do what I need to do. So that was number 3, using the luggage rack. Number 4, when I am at my hotels, I love to spray lavender oil. I just have this little bottle of lavender oil, and I just mix it with a little bit of water, and I put it in a little spray bottle. I carry this with me wherever I go. And when I don't have this, I do not sleep well, because what I do is I take this, I shake it up, make sure it's all mixed up real good, and I spritz the pillows and the bed sheets and all that kind of stuff, because lavender is really good for, first of all, to relax you. It's good to relax, for relaxation. And then also, apparently, and I don't know how true this is, but apparently with bed bugs and stuff like that, it helps to keep them away from like getting on you and stuff. So and with all the different hotel stories that I hear from my coworkers and all of that, I always carry my lavender spray. So that's a ritual of mine. Whenever I get to my hotel rooms, I spray the bed down with this mixture. So that's number 4. Number 5, I always keep sanitizing wipes with me. And I just get these from the Dollar Tree, whether it's to wipe my hands, or I do like to sanitize my cell phone and my computer on a regular basis, because we set our phones down, and you know, and I don't want to come off like I'm perfect and I'm the most clean person in the world, because that's not the case. But it's just, some things just make me feel a little bit better, especially when I'm around a lot of people all the time, closed up in the space with germs and all that. So yeah, I always keep these in my purse, in my bag, and like I said, I do like to wipe down my phone because I'm setting it down places and all that, so I like to clean that off. So that's number 5. I keep my sanitizing wipes with me. And number 6 and 7, okay, I want to kind of group these together. And like I said, these are 2 of the most important things to me. 2 of the most important rituals that I have. And number 6 is I take my shoes off at my front door. Like before I walk into my sacred space, and I like to call my home where I live my sacred space. And I like to do that because, and I want to take a quick moment to define sacred. There's a lot of definitions for that too, but the ones that I like are, okay, so the definition of sacred is properly immune from violence, interference, etc., as a person or office. And then another one that I like is it's regarded with reverence. And I love that one the most because, you know, reverence is it's just a good word. And like wherever I am living, wherever I spend a lot of time, or wherever I feel peace, like I want that to be my sacred space. So that's how I look at my home and where I spend my time at my home. So, let's see, I got lost a little bit there. Oh yeah, so going back to, so my home is my sacred space. So when I think about shoes and, you know, all that kind of stuff, all the stuff that we're walking on, and I think about the airplane bathrooms and all that, and sometimes people miss, sometimes the water that's on the floor in the bathrooms on the airplane is not really water. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And a lot of times people walk around on these planes barefoot. They let their kids walk in the lavatories with no shoes on. Just disgust me. But anyway, so I think about that. So I always take my shoes off at the door. That's really, really important to me because, like I said, I think about all those things. And I don't want whatever I have walked on during the day, I don't want that in my space. I really don't want that in my personal space. So I always take my shoes off at my door. And as you can see too on the start of this video, I have a little sign that's a little chalkboard that's on my door, hanging on the outside of my door, that says, please remove your shoes at the door, or welcome to my sacred space, please remove your shoes at the door. And that's really important to me. And I have like a little basket over there that has socks and little house shoes or whatever, so if anybody comes over and they might not feel comfortable just walking around with nothing on, I have socks and all that for them. And that's just my logic. That's what I think. This is my sacred space, and I want it, apart from, and aside from it being a cleanliness thing, for me it's symbolic of me removing whatever has happened throughout the day. So I'm walking into my home, I'm walking into my sacred space, and I'm taking off my shoes because I'm getting ready to put down the day and sit in my peace, you know? So it's symbolic for me. And also, like I said, I wanted to kind of group 6 and 7 together. Number 7, which is the most important thing to me ever, is that I always take a shower every night before I get in my bed. And for me, that is just something that helps me sleep peacefully at night. Like, I literally do not sleep well at night if I do not take a shower first. And for me, again, like taking off the shoes at the door, for me, taking a shower at night is just like, first of all, it gives me time to reflect on my day and debrief. And I'm such an analytical person. I like to be, I'm in my head a lot of times, and I'm just thinking about things, and I'm debriefing about what went well during my day, and just trying to have some gratitude. So I just like to, it's symbolic for me. Taking a shower at the end of the day is just symbolic of me washing away everything that happened throughout the day, and it's going down the drain, and I'm just able to be fresh and new. So yeah, so those two things are really, really, really important to me. So I love all my rituals that I have on my list, but 6 and 7 are really near and dear to me. And like I said, again, it's not just a hygiene thing or a cleanliness thing, but it's really symbolic of just releasing any negative energy that I may have picked up during the day and all of that. So yeah, that's all I really have. I didn't want to stay on here too long with you guys, but I haven't been with you in a long time, and this has really been something that is really important to me, I think, because like I said, we live in a world where it's always hustle and bustle. It's here, there, everywhere. And I think everybody, because we're all busy, I really think everyone should take some time, create some rituals for yourself that can just give you some type of stability and consistency in this busy world that we have. And again, like just thinking of your home and the space where you lay your head at night, and you just want it to be a place of peace. And that's why I like to burn my candles, and this is where I really take my time and just drink my lemon water and burn my candles and all of that, because this is my place of peace. This is where I rest and all of that. So that's it. I'm gonna run through my list one more time. I drink lemon water every day, hot or cold, burn candles. I use my luggage rack to put my luggage on. I spray my pure lavender oil, and take my shoes off at the door, and take a shower at night to wash away all the day and just be at peace. And I take my shoes off to just release or just leave whatever happened during the day at the door. So I just want to encourage you guys today and beyond today to just really think about what makes you happy, what brings you peace in your life, and get you some rituals. It doesn't have to be this many. It can just be one. Maybe if you want to incorporate the lemon water, because it really helps with your digestion and all that stuff. It really does help. And burning candles, that's awesome too. But whatever works for you in your life, think about those things and start to incorporate that so that you have a little bit of stability in this busy world that we live in. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. If you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would really be great. And oh, you know what? Let me grab my book really quick. Hold on. Shameless plug. So here's my book. If anybody is interested in that, you can order my book. I'll put the link for that. But you can order directly from my website. I'll send you an autographed copy. And the title of my book is Unique by Design, the compilation, 21 days of encouragement for your unique journey. And it's just a 21-day reading. You've got day-by-day readings and journal pages afterwards. I don't know if you can really see it because this light is so awesome. But there's journal pages for you to journal and all that good stuff. Because I really take self-reflecting and all that seriously, because we really do. We have to find balance and find some type of stability in the busy world that we live in. So that's all. That's it. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. I love you, and I want to remind you to keep evolving on your Unique by Design journey. Until next time, talk to you later.